season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. I'll tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
And here's Taylor on the return.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Throwing on 3rd down here. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On 2nd and 12, Powell. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The second straight point to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull it out and in.
It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down straight ahead.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Hal.
Eluding the pressure right.
He's going up top for Taylor.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 with this one. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Dobbins will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. tuck it away, take care of the ball. All the things he heard all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw.
Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And a great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll look to throw here. The quick slant caught. Touchdown.
Daniel Bellinger,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. Like, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Howell
escaping the
touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson
from 13 yards out.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Taylor now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
Third and 2. Here's Howell. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He's got him in, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Yeah, this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, grab ball, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
They'll try and throw for it here.
They're firing a deep ball for Kmet.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. But being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Powell throwing on 3rd down here.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 40 yards.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And the homies can trade your outfits. Are you kidding me? Come on, do it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Let's go.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And some room to work. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Looking for Dodson. He's got him. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. 3rd and long. Here's Howell.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that is incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Barkley, inside handoff.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
14. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They'll go to Barkley again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, John, my career, defensive coach always say, guys, you get Randy White to rush the passer, and they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A big play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Commanders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
McPherson on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Second down, Hal back to pass.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell. He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders,
the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.